Unilever has an ambitious and very focused agenda to accelerate growth by building brands of desired scale powered by science and technology. Srini, from your vantage point as CFO, what are you most excited about in terms of where Unilever is headed?
There's a lot of energy in the way we are really thinking about the business. The CPG industry in the past few years has seen a fundamental transformation. So in this context, Unilever is different. And it's coming through in everything that we do. If you see from a portfolio perspective, we've clearly made choices. And today we are anchoring ourselves towards more an HPC pure play company. You've seen us really demerge our ice cream business. You've seen us really now anchor on combining our foods business with McCormick. And we're continuing to do the bolt-on acquisitions. So the combination of all of this means that we are actually making our resource allocation choices where there is growth, where there is outperformance. What's exciting for me is the strategy and the financial goals are absolutely aligned. And I have to say this, for me, it's never been more exciting than it is today.
So the plan is clear and it's a very ambitious agenda. How do you think about execution with the discipline, the pace, and the accountability?
There are about 4 things that we're doing differently here. First is we are ruthlessly focusing on outcomes. And the 3 outcomes are volume-led growth model. Second is a gross margin-led profit expansion plan. And cash. So it's growth, it's profit, it's cash. Second is really driving accountability. 92% of our P&L is within the business groups. So end-to-end responsibility. We are managing it as comprehensive commercial units, so the accountability sits there, the decision-making sits there. The third that we have really done is in terms of really aligning performance to delivery, which is again back to top line, bottom line, and cash. The other element for us is really reward and compensating people for the performance they deliver. It's not a reward conversation, it's actually a performance culture conversation. And the last change is really a big cultural shift. We focus on what matters. There's no shying away from taking accountability and responsibility. The execution is not about laying it once, execution about breathing it day in, day out. We always articulate execution for us inch by inch, store by store, SKU by SKU, and day by day. If we do this, quarter and quarter results follow.
From your point of view, how do you think about AI spend, AI investment, and how do you know, as the CFO, whether it's working or not?
The only decision that we have to make when it comes to today's AI is where do we want to lead and where do we want to follow. Where we want to really lead is in demand creation. We want to create and we want to spend in terms of product innovation. We want to invest on R&D. We want to find a way to get our messaging on digital faster. There are other areas when it comes to efficiency, when it comes to operations. Call it planning, call it finances, call it controlling. I absolutely don't want to lead here because to me, these are commodity. The industry will shape, new models will come into being, costs will drop, and there I'm very happy for us to be a fast follower. So I'll end with what I started. For me, it is a resource allocation choice, not a technology choice. We lead in the areas which matter. Will follow in the others.
Unilever needs to perform and transform. How do you view your role as the CFO on this journey?
It's really about having a microscope and it's about having a telescope. Microscope for me is all about managing here and now, winning for today. This is where I would say, me as a CFO, we actually put out clear KPIs, clear markers of what we want to drive. The element which is really about telescope, this is where we need to really see around the edges. We need to think about horizons as to how is the industry changing, where is disruption, whether it is brands, whether it's segments, whether it is channels, where the profit pools are, and therefore how we as a strategic think tank actually aligning this organization and shaping this organization to lead the future. I think if we do this well, we'll continue to drive a better Unilever. We will drive a Unilever which is actually driving value for the shareholders. while absolutely doing what is right as a responsible business, and therefore what is also doing right for the multiple stakeholders.
Srini, thanks for taking time to speak with us today. It's great to see where Unilever is headed.
Thank you, Mai-Britt. My pleasure.